Hi guys, we're the Escbeat team, and today we're gonna react about Dank's Melodi Grand Prix 2021. Let's get started.
Let's get started.
So, as usual, Denmark will choose their act for Eurovision via Dank's Melodi Grand Prix, the traditional national music festival, which is used as a mechanism to choose the Eurovision act. This year, only 8 artists taking part in contrast to last year's, which we had something like 10 or even 12. This year, the results will be determined only by the televoting. So it's going to be very interesting. And we're going to have something like half of the entries in the Danish language, which is also not typical. So let's get started and dive into it with the first song. The first song in the running order will be Chief One and Thomas Buttenschøn with However Out of Skin, which means high above clouds. Clarence, let's start with you.
Very funky, up-tempo vibes. Sounds kind of amateurish, music video amateurish, but I forget the fact it's a pandemic outside, so it's a good job, and it's a guilty pleasure of night.
Oh, cool. Well, so I see it as kind of between Schlager pop to up-tempo fun song, I would call it.
Yeah.
One thing that we're definitely gonna say that the two of them are just have fun in the video and singing. We can ignore it. It creates a good atmosphere as a listener, as a viewer. By the way, I've heard that they gonna consider to translate it into English.
Yeah.
And not official.
That's one I wanted to mention as well. So
yeah, therefore I think that we have to wait and see the English version, if it will be an English version, and we'll see if it doesn't change completely the atmosphere or the vibe in the songs. About the song itself, for the first verse melody is based on guitar playing. I think that the voices of those two are similar but quite different in specific way. I mean that the harmonies they do are just very natural. Sometimes it sounds like we duplicated one of them, the voice of one of them, which I see as an advantage. Sorry. The chorus is more rhythmic. It contains a beat that makes us happy. They sing the chorus together. But I must say that for me, the bridge part of the song is the weakest part. They just talk, and the melody is quite boring in that part. So how can I sum it up? It's a good song. The voices combine well, but I think the voice isn't original. I've heard songs like this a million times. The majority of them were American, actually. And I think that the song lacks any peak or melody change, which I would be happy to get. Great. The second song will be Nana Olivia with Hvileløse, hjerter, which means restless hearts. Yes, Karens.
The vocal she's great. You like the melody and the beats of the song. It's nothing special. It's just generic good song. It doesn't have the effect of the Eurovision effect. It's gonna do well. This is typical generic, good, well done song.
Well, I see it as a pop R&B song, again in Danish, by the way, which is good. It starts with the sounds of finger snapping and keyboards playing. I think that Nana sings the song quite well, although she has some mannerism, but she has a clear voice, which I really praise. The part before the chorus includes proceed and pre-recorded backing vocals. The chorus is more rhythmic, contains a strong beat that basically built on drums playing and soft digital production. And about the end of the chorus, it just relies on specific phrase that repeats again and again and again in Danish, which I can't quote, unfortunately. But I see the song as a good song for radio, which means it's radio friendly. If it comes to my shuffle on YouTube or Spotify, I won't skip it. But for Eurovision, it hasn't the character for Eurovision.
Yeah.
It lacks something. And I have difficulty to see how they're gonna solve it with
there's no
staging.
hook of the song. There's no hook of the song.
Yeah, agree, totally agree. But Nana is a good singer and she's good looking, so we're gonna sing. Great. Song number 3 will be the Cosmic Twins, which are in the reality twins, with Silver Bullet.
Now you're shooting silver bullets through my heart.
Lawrence.
I love that intro. It sounds so good. And vocally and melody is great. I see the potential of radio song. It could do well in your parts. What I feel it needs a little revamp of the song to fix some parts, but generally I wouldn't mind this represent Denmark in Eurovision.
So about the Cosmic Twins, an electro dance song with wide influences of the 80s. I like it. The song stands out. It has instrumental section of saxophone, which I miss in Eurovision. In the past, the saxophone was a great element, especially in the 90s. I think in the beginning of the 90s, something like quarter or third part of the songs were with saxophone, and lately we don't have it. So it's vintage but refreshing one. There is an electronic beat that becomes one of the main elements of the song, which is a good thing. The first verse being performed in mid-low fragile voice, I would call it, while the bridge is faster and quite short. The chorus starts at slow rate and becomes stronger, stronger, and stronger. I love the combination between those two voices, which we sometimes have difficulty to put the finger who is singing what, but they're twins, so it's natural.
Yeah.
The song is catchy, and that's the big advantage of the song. It's a bit dated, I think, but I don't have criticism for that because it's a good one.
Yeah.
And for me, it can be a potential winner of the evening, but we'll see about it. I just hope they won't ruin it with bad staging.
I hope as well. No judgment staging, please. It's done before.
Yeah, totally agree. It has to be simple with the vibe, and maybe smoke and lights, and that's all, really.
Yeah.
Song number 4 will be Claudia Campagnol with Abracadabra.
Abracadabra, come back to me.
And let's start the magic with Karin's.
If the staging is correct, it could be a dark horse in my opinion. It's very soft and very lovely, and it's a strong contender. Actually, it's very strong. So I wouldn't mind it. If even this is my last place, I feel it's a dark horse because it's a good song.
I swear I could guess it was your last.
It was. And still is, but I feel it's the dark horse of the night if the stage is well.
Well, I think that historically, the Danish can ruin stages, but also do magical things.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to guess what's going to happen on Saturday. I see it as a singer-songwriter ballad. Claudia has a warm voice, an impressive one with impressive range, actually. She can do the low notes, the high notes whenever she wants, and whatever in the way she wants. And the melody is pretty simple. It's just based on piano playing. In the middle of the song, we can hear some string instruments, cello or violin. It's hard to tell. Towards the end, she sings falsetto and closes the song by just reciting the main phrase of the song. And she just have, I don't know if it's that the song or Claudia as a singer, but she has a very unique stamp in her singing.
Yes.
She sings the whole verses in a very specific way, with the end of each line in a higher voice. Just break it into a special one. I think that, me too. I think that vocally, she can be one of the most strongest contenders.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the songs because many Eurovision fans that I talked with or read their comments just say it's boring, boring, boring. For me, it's not boring, and she isn't my last place. We'll see where she is towards the end of that video. But I can understand the criticism, and I totally agree with you. It can be a dark horse. And it's kind of safe choice.
Yeah, it's a safe
and
choice.
Denmark love safe choice. So yeah, it can be a contender. Why not?
Yeah.
Song number 5, and I have a feeling that you're gonna like it. Tramp with Everything Is Alright.
One for the money, two, don't let it go.
Of course, I like it. It's one of my favorites of the night. Actually, my friend sent me a lot of great video clips of him singing live, and he's actually a great singer. And he's a great simple country rock guy. And yeah, I like him. I like his song. It's a great song. People don't like it, but I like it.
I think it's a matter of genre. The ones who love that rock country, I would call it, just gonna fall in love with it. Because it's a good song. Yeah. The problem is they're gonna like it a lot. By the way, I just want to mention that the singer has participated in Eurovision in the band Mabel with the song Boom Boom, if I'm not wrong. It was in Eurovision 78, and they managed to do something like place 16, if I'm not wrong. We'll check it afterwards.
I will check it.
Okay, I hope I'm not wrong. So I think that we can tell if the song is good or not because it's a matter of taste. Personally, I do like it. A vintage rural country song. The melody is based on guitars playing. Mike is a talented singer, and it's like an old wine. It's getting better and better as soon as he's older, which I really like. And one thing that I'm sure about is that vocally it would be stand out. Which is interesting because I think that two of the strongest vocalists are just one each other in the running order. We have Claudia and Mike. I don't get it, but okay, maybe it was allocated. I don't know, randomly, I think. So Mike is excellent performer. It stays faithful to himself, which I really, really appreciate. He doesn't do the song just because it's for Eurovision. I believe and I know that his own style is just like this one. And, I see the song as a combination of American and Danish in the style. It's very American.
Yeah.
But he performed there, so it's not surprising. I just hope the song will have a proper staging. From one side, I don't want him just to sit and playing guitar because it will be boring, but I don't want it to be too much. I
want
because let's be honest, he is not gonna dance for us, so it has to contain something. I really can't suggest something proper, but I hope it will be.
I feel his staging would be similar to Valen from Netherlands.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, could do well.
Yeah, why not? So my only fear here is that the televoters won't appreciate Mark because he's a little bit old comparing to others. But what I can say that if we had jury voting here, Mike would probably be in top 3, at least in the jury voting. That's what I suspect. Okay, song number 6 will be Fire and Flame with Over Us and hinanden, which means practice on each other. Yeah, Carnes.
So I heard that this song is doing well in Danish at radio, so it could be potential winner. This is so much 80s, and I love 80s, and it sounds and focusing on 80s. I really like it. Yeah, it's radio friendly, great track. Will win Eurovision, definitely not, but will do well, probably. Who knows? Yeah. If the station is good, I hope Danish don't mess it up.
Yeah, I totally can feel it. So it's a disco dance pop with huge influences of the 80s that as you have mentioned. It's additional song to be performed in Danish, which I really appreciate. It starts with instrumental section based on guitar playing and electric keyboards. The first verse contains a cyclic beat alongside keyboards playing. One singer, which I don't know who is his name, but the one with the short hair, sings the majority of the song, while the other just do kind of backing vocals and the chorus with him. And as the song continues, we have stronger elements of disco, even a soul section of just disco vibe and sound. After the chorus, there's almost a contost instrumental part, just keeps on going. Well, the song is catchy, but I think it's quite repetitive at some point.
Yeah.
It becomes predictable, especially the second half of the song. And it's a classic case of a stronger chorus than the verses. We have a lot of songs like this one in the national finals every year, especially this one. It's not one of my personal favorites, but I do confess it's gonna do well in the Danish selection. About Eurovision, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I'll tell you why. Because this year, it seems like we have too many 80s songs, especially in Danish selection, but in general. So, if we have all
they're focusing on
all the countries like this one,
they're focusing on friend. So, anyway, continue. Sorry.
Okay, song number 7 will be Emma Nicoline with Står her, which means standing right here. Yes, Carnes.
Great vocals, great song. Love her look, and I have to confess, even people hated it. I love it. It is my favorite of the night. I don't know why.
Oh, really? I didn't know that people hate it.
Yeah. It's the best song of the night, in my opinion. It's great. It's great. Like, it has that 80s vibes, like 90s vibes, but with modern twists, and it's the only exception from this selection. That's what I hear. Some modern twist, and that's why I like it.
Okay, to be honest, I like it too. I don't know if it surprised you or not. I will call it a Scandinavian mid-tempo pop song with a little bit of rock, actually. A little bit. Not rock as Mike Tramp, but yeah, it has the influences of rock. I would tag it as the most contemporary song in the running because, yeah, it has influences of the 90s and 80s, but still the production is quite modern, quite good, unpredictable, at least for me. The introduction is based on electronic keyboards. She sings the first verse with emotional voice. Before the chorus, we have the break of the bass and drums playing, which I really like. And listen, when I also heard the song one time, I've almost remembered the whole song, which is a very good sign. It's not only catchy but memorable, and this national final lacks of songs like this. Some of them are just I couldn't remember until I heard it again and again and again, and I won't mention which songs. I think that the songs transfer into a pure contemporary pop at a specific point, which I appreciate. And during the last part of the song, we can hear an echo singing. So although the song is modern and has elements of electropop from the 80s and 90s, the arrangement is just great for me. And let's not forget the fact that the song is in Danish, another one. And you know, it's just the way to being a radio-friendly song, but still not being boring. This is the proof that there are radio-friendly songs that can fit Eurovision.
Yeah.
So thank you, Emma. Great. The last song will be Michel with Beautiful.
You and I, just the way we are.
Beautiful but generic ballad, pop ballad, I would say. I like the vocals, but again, it's nothing special. It's nothing new. Generic pop song about love, I believe it was. Yeah. Not a winner. I don't know. Yeah, nothing special.
Well, I totally agree with you. The main problem here is generic, predictable. I don't hate it, but I really don't like it. See, the beginning of the song is actually promising. It started good, but it's just getting weaker. You know what the part that I actually kind of hate? The breakdown in the chorus, where it doesn't sing. Whereas just instrumental section with digital production. I see it as kind of lazy, really. And it's not the fault of Jean-Michel, but the production is just wrong. But you know, my fear is that it's going to win the selection. Because that's the kind of songs that Denmark love to send to Eurovision. We have the cliché song the cliché love song, or whatever it calls, in 2014. Just pop, not good, not bad.
2014 was the banner, right? Or the Basil. Basil.
No, Basim, yeah. Where they host the Eurovision.
The problem with the Basim, I actually really like it. It's very fun. But this song has a similar. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So time for ranking?
Yep.
Okay. So let's hear your top three.
Top three is Fire and Flamme. Second place is, of course, my Tramp. And of course, it's Emma. That's the first place.
Oh, cool. So any guesses who would be my winner?
Of course, Claudia. Or the dark horse Claudia. I'll call it dark horse Claudia.
Okay, let's see about it. So third place is Mike Trump, actually. I thought it's my fourth, but right now when I'm thinking about it again, no, it's my third. Second place are the Cosmic Twins. And my winner of the night is...
Cosmic Twins is my fourth. So that's why I said we wouldn't mind it. Anyway.
My fourth, by the way, I threw in Fire and Flame, whatever they call themselves. And my winner is... Are you sitting? Of course, it's Emma Nicoline with Står here. I will be very mad if she doesn't win.
Oh, wow.
I swear, because that song is the best by far. Actually, the only one that is good enough for Eurovision for me. And I'm sure that even if it would be in Danish, it will have enough televoting in order to advance for the final. I think I'm not sure because we haven't all the songs of semifinal too. But it can do well. Yeah. About prediction, again, prediction, not my personal taste. I see three potential winners, which are Jean-Michel. I don't like it, but I think it can win. The Cosmic Twins or Fire and Flame. That's what I think we're going to win. Yeah, I swear that if Emma is going to win, I will be very happy. But to be honest, I don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately.
Yeah, same prediction. So, yeah.
So, guys, tell us who is your favorite to win Dance Melody Grand Prix. And don't forget to subscribe us. You can follow us on escbeat.com, YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, and all the digital platforms. Stay safe and listen to the beat. Bye-bye.
Bye.